feel they have and they do have the right to defend themselves 100%. And until this stops, until there is a realization of the money that we are putting behind this war that is happening to the people of Palestine, until we acknowledge 100% that there is, in fact, I agree with you, there is an occupation that is happening and people are being harmed, until we deal with that and we say it and call it 100% what it is, then we're going to continue to see people die, and we want to stop that, and I think that people are trying to find the best way to say it, and the best way to, what does stand with the people of Israel even mean? Well, I think there are people who, because they have family, friends, and also, they are people who believe that, everybody should live, that there should not be anyone dead in general, period. I think people are trying to find the right words. And when they do it, right, it means the people and not the government. Exactly. And I think when people, attempt to find the right words, it is really difficult. It's very difficult for them because they're hearing and learning and trying their best to weave and really speak for life. And they don't always know how. And some people are just intentionally saying that they don't care what happens to the Palestinian people. So I just want to make sure that, it's not, obviously it's not a conversation that I have on an everyday basis. And so I understand that even I may not say everything exactly the right way, but at the end of the day, I believe 100% that the people of Palestine should be freed. And I know that what is happening to them and the danger that exists, is not right. It's not right. So it's a standing with Israel. I agree with you, Ashma. I'm not disagreeing with you. And I hope that you are hearing what I'm saying. I'm not talking about a state. I'm not talking about a government. You said you were going to unfollow me, and that's completely fine. You can do that. I'm not talking about a state. I'm not talking about, what we know is wrong, 100% wrong. What I am saying, we're just saying change my post. My post says people. So I'm not understanding. And why are you cursing? I'm actually listening to what you're saying. I'm not talking about I changed what I said to make sure it was more accurate as to what I was talking about. I'm not in any way saying we should be standing with the state of Israel. No, I'm not saying that. So I'm not sure, when people say that I'm not listening, I'm absolutely listening. I'm listening to exactly what you're saying. And that's exactly why I came here to make sure that I corrected that, because what I said, definitely, I get why it's triggering. And I know that what I said is not right. This is because the people benefit the violence that Palestinians face. The people benefit the violence. That I think I understand what you're saying. I think I understand what you're saying. The post was about Cornel West's statement, which is embarrassing. And, even in Dr. West's statement, if you read what I said in my comment section, I said that his statement was rooted in truth, right? And the reason why I said that, and maybe that's okay for you all to say, well, I don't even agree with that, or I feel that that's wrong as well. But I said that it's rooted in truth because he acknowledged, and I think what happened with me is that I realized that some people were not even trying to acknowledge at all the occupation. And so when I was saying that basically his statement is a place where you can see that he is at least calling out the occupation and putting it out there. Saying the ugly retaliation, I get it. I understand. I love you, DNA, but stop highlighting the people that get off and disagreeing with you. No, it's okay. We're having a conversation. I'm not upset that people disagree. I'm not, because I think this situation is serious. And I think it's something that, when I think about the IDF coming or training police officers, I see a direct connection. I see an absolute connection to the militarization of police officers here in the United States that are killing, killing our people. And I think you need to think about this in more depth. I think I have, honey. I've been forced to think about it many times over. In fact, I have suffered tremendous backlash for even having the audacity to speak up and say that I believe that, what's happening to the Palestinian people is wrong. And I think that we should be paying attention to it and demanding that our tax dollars don't continue to support a occupation. Ashma wants somebody to argue. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I think that someone like Ashma, right? And I don't know you, so I can't speak 100%, but I think that this is a person. I understand, because even I get like that when I feel like people are not understanding police abuse and things like that, or they're not saying it exactly as it should be stated. I'm like hard and heavy on it. I don't think that, I'm not trying to curse people out, but certainly I'm hard and heavy on it. And so this is such a painful moment when people have actually died. And, and I understand that the Palestinian people should not be out here just, as Linda has said, just laying down. They just die and that's it. And nobody speaks up or speaks out about it. And so I understand that is a painful thing. And when you feel like someone should be an ally and they're not getting it right, you get frustrated and go to them and say, hey, you're not saying this right. I mean, calling me a Zionist is like a joke, because the Zionists surely don't believe that at all. That's whatever. You can say whatever you want if you want to try to offend me. But if you want to come to me and say, hey, you saying stand with Israel is very dangerous and painful and whatever, I completely understand that pain. And and so that's why I'm not trying to be ignoring folks who feel a way about that statement. I'm totally not. So I get you, but I think it's a soft stance. There's no poster image of what an oppressed people looks like. Violence isn't reserved for just some people. So to be like, not the state, the people. Again, I'm going to say this again, because I think you're not understanding what I'm saying, nudes MUA. I wasn't saying I'm telling people that it's okay or good or anything. What I was saying is that for those people who are saying they stand with Israel, I was saying, and it really should be the people of Israel, I was saying that you're being disingenuous if you don't tell the whole story. The problem is I did not express it or state it I didn't put a full thought, and I didn't go back and read it to make sure that the way in which I stated it was clear. Oh, shoot, I got a call back.